What, the cat video?
The cat video.
Oh, the one that was the meme. Yeah, basically what it was is that there was a huge meme yesterday on Twitter of a Zoom call for a court appearance. In the States, and I guess in many other countries, they're doing all the court cases by Zoom. And normally they don't televise court hearings, but under law they have to be open to the public. So if you can go to any courthouse and see any court case you want, I think that's the same in most countries, but because they're not having any in-person court cases, they're doing it by Zoom, and they have to make these Zoom calls available to the public. And there was a court case, I think, it was in Texas, I think a smaller town in Texas. And the Zoom call started, and then the one of the lawyers had a cat filter on for the Zoom call.
That the real image.
Yeah,
not fake.
Well, it wasn't a fake cat. It's a CGI cat. I'd never used Zoom, so I'm not sure. But apparently Skype also has these filters, and they use the camera to basically scan the person's face when they're talking. So when you move your eyes, the cat will move its eyes, and when you start talking, the cat's mouth will start talking. And he started the Zoom call, and someone had put this cat filter on. So it was basically two human beings in a corner and the cat in the corner. And then the judge wasn't surprised at all, I guess, because this was not the first time. Because I guess a judge is probably doing 6 or 7 Zoom cases a day, maybe. And so it was obviously not the first time the judge had seen this happen. But for that lawyer, who sounded like an older guy, this was the first time.
So it means that the image is real, not a fake, or someone
No, it was what the judge and the lawyer saw. And what the lawyer said afterwards, somebody interviewed him afterwards, and he said one of his secretaries uses it's an office computer, but it's an old guy, so he probably doesn't use the computer that much and probably doesn't really know how to use a computer. But one of his secretaries, according to the lawyer, uses the computer all the time, and she has 2 small kids. So I guess, they are, maybe different animals, when they talk to the kids, which sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, I think that I've never used Zoom before, but I just love the idea of having just everybody as an animal in a Zoom call. I think that would be great.
Sounds fun.
That would be fun and everything like that. And it went completely viral yesterday. And because the line that made it viral is, of course, the cat's eyes are monitoring the lawyer's eyes, and the cat's face looks really sad and confused, right? And the lawyer is kind of apologizing, and he says to the judge, "Now I'm ready to start, but I'm not a cat." And the judge said, "Yeah, I know that. I can see that." And then apparently the judge, it was a very short video, just like 45 seconds, because apparently the judge told him how to fix it, how to turn off the cat filter. Now, the funny thing about this is that this video just went completely viral on Twitter in the morning. And people were just like, a lot of the Twitter influencers, the people in the States who have like hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, they're spreading this meme video and just saying, well, this is great. This is like the best video I've seen in a long time. It put a huge smile on my face. I've watched it 10 times, and all these influencers were sharing it. And then about 6 hours later or 7 hours later, it became a meme. Late yesterday afternoon or early in the evening, another post went viral, and it was a post from a local Texas reporter who wrote about the lawyer back in 2014, and had published some local newspaper articles about the guy. And he did a thread on Twitter about this lawyer. And apparently this lawyer is not a nice guy at all.
Not
He's
like
incredibly,
a cute cat.
no, he's not a cute cat. No, he's not a cute cat at all. It was really quite shocking because apparently what he did is he was a defender, and a woman was arrested falsely for selling some kind of synthetic marijuana, which is apparently illegal in Texas. And the lawyer wanted to sleep with her. Now, this happens sometimes in cases. Lawyers will take advantage of poor women and say, well, if you can't pay me in cash, then sleep with me, basically. And this woman refused to do it. Now, in these small towns, is that in Texas, America is a weird place because the sheriff, the head of the police departments, these people are also elected in many of these small towns in the States. They're not really public servants like in Canada, which you know they're actually elected. The sheriff is elected, and the sheriff is in charge of the police, and they're all white old guys, rednecks, I guess Trump supporters, kind of a thing. And because this woman would not sleep with him, she got the sheriff in this town to not only continually raid her shop, and by raid her shop means send the police in and check for drugs or something like that, but he got the police to falsely arrest her for selling synthetic marijuana.
Planted.
Yeah, which may be planted or something like that. I don't know the details on that. And so he went from like, and then so it was funny because in the morning when this cute cat video with this old lawyer, it went viral and everything, said, oh, this is so cute and this is so cute and everything like that. And he just like, of course, with a meme in America, you're just famous like in 4 hours. And everybody wanted to know, who is this guy? Who is the lawyer? And so some reporter from Slate, which is a big online magazine, did a quick interview with him. And, and so the guy became famous in a really positive way. And but a few hours later, after this interview, which also went viral, the story came out from this local Texas reporter, and he went from being famous in a really good way to being infamous. And the funny thing is that infamous means to be famous for a bad reason. For example, Hitler is infamous, right? He's famous for something really bad. And so what happened was that after this local reporter published his tweet thread with links to these newspaper articles, that went viral. And then all these Twitter influencers who spread the video to their millions of followers and said, oh, this is great, you got to watch it. In the evening, they were just like, oh, fuck, sorry. Shit, I didn't know that, right?
Actually, he was not a cute cat or just a...
it was an incredibly corrupt lawyer, right? Okay, a really, really, really bad human being. Because who does that? I mean, who does that? Who takes... when you're a lawyer, you're in a position of power, you're in a position of privilege, you have a duty to represent your client, not to blackmail them into giving you sex or doing something like that. This is evil. And so it was like a star that went up and then it just crashed in like 8 hours. And it just shows you the power of the internet and the power of Twitter. And you can just become famous in hours. But if you have skeletons in the closet, if you've done something really bad and people know about it, it can pretty much destroy you. And my guess is that that lawyer had a huge roller coaster of a day. He's like now famous, and he's like everyone wants to talk to him. And then in a matter of hours, people know who he truly is. So be careful. Don't do bad things to bad people, because with the internet, everything is forever. Everything is forever on the internet.
This is
It's karma.
his karma, yeah. Thanks very much.
No problem.